All right, so today we're going to talk about magnetic fields a little bit. And I have this magnetic field viewer that I want to show you. The way that this works is in each of these little pockets inside of here, we have basically a pencil lead, a piece of graphite. And what graphite will do is, in the presence of a magnetic field, the graphite will line right up with the magnetic field. So that's what we want to see. So if I put this down on the table and I grab a magnet, I've got a magnet here where I've labeled on the one end north and on the other end south. Now the interesting thing here is that it's actually four separate bar magnets, and most people think that up here on the end is going to be either north or south, and on the other end will be north or south. But the way that these actually work is they're split side to side instead of lengthwise into north and south. So if I were to pull these apart, each one of them would have a north edge on the right and a south edge on the left. But we'll get to that in a minute. But when I put this block down, it's going to show us how the magnetic field looks by having all of that graphite line right up. Now that's really, really neat. If you recall, we had the north end over here, and you can't see the direction of the arrows, but when we put arrows on this, the magnetic field is actually coming out of the north, and it goes around. You see these loops go around here, and the direction would go into the south. So much like when we did electric fields, we had them going out of positive and into the negative, the direction that a positively charged cat would go. These magnetic fields instead go out of the north and into the south. So that direction was just originally determined. They said, let's just say that it goes from north to south originally. They could have just as easily have said it the other way, but they chose north to south so that everyone would draw their diagrams the same way and would do their thinking the same way. Now, the interesting thing about this is if we break this apart, which is pretty difficult, so hold on a second. Okay, and if we just do one of these magnets, then what we want to notice is that we end up with the same pattern in our magnetic field. So still the right side, this right edge is north, and still the left edge is south. If we were to draw a diagram of this, it would go from north to south with arrows just like this.